His name is Shapur, king of Persia. So why the smirk? 3 days ago, right here at Edessa, after conquering Rome's army and capturing its emperor, he did something nobody would forget.
The God King of Rome. Makes a fine stepping stool.
Onward to Ctesiphon!
260 AD, the Syrian desert. This man is carrying the wealth of a Roman city.
I grabbed this before anyone else could. Gold, silk, Roman marble, all mine!
His king just sacked the greatest cities of the Roman East.
I beg of you. Water. Precht, please.
Not just the
Please,
emperor
water.
was captured. 70,000 Roman soldiers marched in chains behind him. 400,000 civilians torn from Antioch, Tarsus, Caesarea.
Someone help us!
Silence!
Prisoners were thrown into gorges to keep the column moving. In a hidden camp near the Euphrates, one man was about to ruin Shapur's victory. Odaenathus of Palmyra, the desert prince. Odaenathus had tried to make peace with Shapur first. Instead of accepting the offer, Shapur threw the chest in the Euphrates River. It made him look careless, and careless men lose armies.
Word reaches me that Shapur's men have grown careless. They fear nothing, so they watch for nothing.
You would have us strike Shapur for this? If we are wrong, he will return and burn Palmyra to learn who dared it.
What Zabai says is true. A king who marches for home does not look back. That is why we strike now.
Our cataphracts fight with lance and mace. We must close the distance to matter. Shapur's riders will loose their arrows long before we ever reach them.
Warod speaks with reason. Then let us scout Shapur's column with our own eyes before any blade is drawn.
From the hidden camp, Odaenathus led his men into position above the caravan. He and his men studied the weakness hidden in Shapur's caravan. Zabai wasn't wrong. Nobody's paying attention. Weighed down by plunder, Shapur's army crawled toward home.
Shapur's slow, dragging half of Antioch behind him. Nobody's even watching the road. I'm convinced now. This is a battle we can win.
Then it's agreed. Ready the men. We attack at first light.
Shapur was going home, carrying the wealth of Rome with him. Somewhere behind him, his fate was already unraveling. The caravan pushed on toward Zeugma, the last crossing before they'd finally be free of Roman lands. One blow to the rear of the column, the front would never even know. The cataphracts broke from the ridge, and for one long breath, the caravan simply stood frozen. Unprepared and outmatched, the rear column fell in moments.
We are being attacked! Fall back! Fall back!
Odaenathus wasn't retreating. He was simply following the plan. What waited above a choke point for the pursuing Persians were Palmyra's finest archers, led by Zabai. Zabai signaled his archers to hold as Odaenathus and his warriors rode past below. At the same moment, Warod led the Palmyrene light cavalry into a second wave attack on the caravan, now thin and far more vulnerable. This time, the Persian losses would be far greater. At the canyon pass, the Persians finally reached the choke point,
Release arrows!
right where Zabai wanted them. By the time the dust settled, the pass belonged to no one but the dead. Half a mile back, Warod's charge had left the same silence behind. But for Odaenathus and his army, this was only the beginning.
My king, Odaenathus struck us from multiple sides at once. The column, the caravan, all in the same breath. We lost far more than expected.
A few hidden archers and a lucky flanking move. That is not strategy. That is a man who got fortunate in the terrain he know. He could never stand against us in open ground.
Fortunate or not, my king, the men are shaken. Then remind them who they march for. We continue.
Odaenathus fought like a man who understood the desert, fast, mobile, never where the Persians expected him. He never met them head-on while they were strong, ready, or braced for a fight. It cost him men too. Every strike had a price on both sides. As the sun dropped toward the horizon, the fighting still hadn't stopped. Day after day, Odaenathus kept the pressure on, never letting Shapur's army rest, never letting them regroup. Strike after strike, the Palmyrines chipped away at what remained of the Persian force. The battle stretched for hundreds of miles. All the while, Odaenathus and his army kept attacking, striking different parts of the caravan again and again as it moved, all the way to Ctesiphon.
My king, you called it luck. A man fortunate in the terrain he knows. It wasn't luck. We're losing more men to their arrows than we ever lost in open ground.
How many?
More than we've lost in 10 years, my king.
Then we leave the plunder where it lies. Turn the column home.
Shapur left behind more than plunder. Members of his own royal household, his concubines among them, were captured in the retreat, unable to outrun what was coming. Finally, Odaenathus could rest. His story with Palmyra was only beginning.